3 of the 4 bodies of Israeli hostages in Gaza returned by Hamas late Tuesday have been identified following forensic examination. However, the identity of a 4th body returned by the Palestinian group is yet to be confirmed. The IDF says Hamas has returned one of the bodies, which is not of a hostage but is believed to be of a Gazan. The transfer came after Israel urged Hamas to fulfill its part of the agreement and make the necessary efforts to return all the hostages to their families for proper burial. It warned that any delay or deliberate avoidance will be considered a gross violation of the agreement and will be responded to accordingly. Already on Monday, Hamas had transferred the remains of 4 hostages just hours after releasing the last 20 living hostages under the ceasefire deal brokered by President Trump. Separately, a Gaza hospital said it had received the bodies of 45 Palestinians handed back by Israel, also as part of Trump's plan to end the war. Under the deal, Israel was to turn over the bodies of 15 Palestinians for every deceased hostage returned. Hamas is still holding the bodies of 20 hostages, which are expected. Demonstrators gathered in Tel Aviv to celebrate the liberation of all living hostages and demand the return of the remains of the dead hostages still held by Hamas. Israel has said it will only allow half the agreed number of aid trucks into Gaza starting on Wednesday. That's according to a note seen by Reuters and confirmed by the United Nations of a slow release of hostage bodies. Trump, in a post on social media, said the job is not yet done, the dead have not been returned as promised, but added phase 2 begins right now. Among the key issues is the disarmament of Hamas. Trump says the US will disarm Hamas if the Palestinian group refuses to do it themselves, adding that it could be done violently if needed. This while Hamas is tightening its grip on Gaza, launching a crackdown and executing alleged collaborators. The Palestinian group published a video on its official channel showing the street execution of 8 blindfolded and kneeling suspects, branding them collaborators and outlaws. The footage, apparently from Monday evening, emerged as armed clashes were underway between Hamas's various security units and armed Palestinian clans in parts of the territory on the 5th day of a US-brokered truce between Hamas and Israel. We had earlier spoken to Mr. Omer, a non-residential fellow at the Atlantic Council. This is what he told us.
I don't think it is illegally, humanitarian, or any politically or diplomatically in any way, shape, or form acceptable that Israel cuts the humanitarian aid to Gaza. Because even if the war would not have ended, these humanitarian aid trucks should have been allowed to enter into Gaza. One of the laws of international humanitarian law is that aid has to be delivered into war zones, cannot be blocked from reaching the civilian population. So basically, Israel is targeting and pushing on the civilians for some things that Hamas cannot deliver as fast as they wish Hamas should do.